Testing. Yep. Mic is in the red zone. No, in the yellow zone. Still the yellow zone. Let's. Let's first start with the text. Let's start with the punchline. Glad to know the card arrived. And good evening, by the way. Totally forgot to say good evening. First, shield mode. What is this? What are the safety settings? Activated harassing spamming. I don't get that much spammers. I can do that by hand. I sent the card last Friday, I believe. Tossed it in a regular letterbox, which isn't technically allowed, but what was it, first day? Anyway, I sent it either first day or Friday, so it's arrived quite quickly. It's quite cold up here. I have my little heater on. Let's first share the news. Haven't been able to do much, but I'm getting energy again. So, first day, if all goes well, I plan to continue my book 5 art. And well, I don't think I'll be able to finish the Penny book art this year, but I did make some pre-sketches, so it should take less time when I finally do those. So yeah, that's technically all the news, by the way. Just was in a really deep slump. Not completely happy just yet, but that's just life. So right now I have to enjoy the energy I have at the moment. Christmas is coming up, which is nice because I don't have to go anywhere, so I can stay at home both days. But I'll try to be offline those days. Let's see. Let's see, just check something. Yes. Wait, they changed the name. Ooh. They changed the name. I think I'm gonna do it like this. Yeah, it's a very terrible pun, but if it works, it works. And maybe I'll change the text later on. This is just the basic text. Where's my Twitch screen? Here's my Twitch screen. Organizing. I no longer need this marker. You can go there. My drink. Well, go there because I'm not putting it on my drawing for book 5. And come here. Tablets nowadays are a lot less heavy. This thing is about 15 years old. More or less. Might be adding 20 anyway. And it's still working great. I have a pen tablet of Wacom. That's the first thing I with my first computer. And it was like when I was 16, 17. That thing still works. And I still use that thing daily instead of my mouse because otherwise I'll get RSI, RZ, whatever you're gonna call it. Seriously, when it comes to Wacom knocking on wood, really got good stuff. There we go. Shrug. Looking back. I am very tired today, but at least I got some energy. That's not the right hand. Well, it might be it is the right hand, but it's not the right hand. And good evening to you. It's a horrible joke, by the way. Seriously. Need to probably tune the text. So no need to do a text check just yet because I probably need to tune the text. I think this is already a lot better. Now, let's zoom in for the line art. Brush 5. I always use line width 5. For this comic anyway. Sketch usually with 9. I usually sketch more with a wider or thicker brush. I'm using quality batteries. Well, I hope so. Because otherwise this festival will be very dark very soon. Let's put away the text, by the way. Just so I have a bit more vision of what I see and draw and all that shit. And I believe last time I told about a story I want to write in the future someday, where I had the society clear but not the story. And even though I still don't have a story, today I thought of, what if the main story or the quest or the adventure is not caused by the main character? What if the main character is just daggling along? So that's a concept I want to look in further. And I know some people think, oh, another book, you still have so many books to write. Yes, I know. But you can't stop a creative mind. Once you've written, you keep on writing. Especially if you have your own world. Because I want to learn more about my world. Let's see, how's that hand? That the thumb goes behind. There we go. And hands and better fingers. And of course you can keep your finger with the near the flame because it's a fake light. So no need to worry, she won't burn her hands. And the good news that really helped me this week was from a museum and asked me if I want to give more workshops again. Just that little fact when people call you and say we need you, it was just what I really needed. I've met a lot of people lately who really like to make everything about themselves, and they don't even bother to ask how I'm doing. So it was really nice to have them mail me and like, well, we have this event in this month far away. Is it possible for you to come? And we need you for this amount of workshops, which is quite a lot, by the way. And I was like, this is just what I needed. Someone who says they need me. Someone who doesn't contact me and just tells me how they are doing and then forget to ask how I am doing. Really, there are a lot of people who like to. I don't think they even notice how they make everything about themselves. And I know this is my stream, so it's a bit logical that things are about me. Which makes it then weird if people just talk about themselves all the time, but this is my stream. So I try to listen to others and ask how they're doing. But it's and I sometimes notice it as well. As people ask me how I'm doing, then I tell them how I'm doing, and then I forget to ask how they are doing. So I try to pay attention to that. But some people just don't bother asking how you're doing in return. So, like I said, that was something I really needed. Someone to tell me they like my work and they wanted me for me. I know sometimes that don't really make sense. But really, if you don't want to hear me ramble, just mute the stream. I'm okay with that. You don't have to listen to me. Drink, because I haven't been able to drink that much today. Does anyone else have that? That when it's very cold, they just drink less? Let's see, ice here, because we're looking backwards. I never liked the taste for ginger beer. I did try it, I just don't like the taste. So that's good, means if I ever get ginger beer again, I can just give it to you. So glad someone likes it. Don't really like ginger as a whole. If you like ginger beer, do you also like tea with ginger in it? Huh. So maybe it's just the ginger that you really like. I just only like gingerbread sometimes. Not even all the times. Let's see, finger. Oh, those are very long, weird fingers. Well, if I ever get something gingery again, then I know And it's still within date, by the way, then I know who I can make happy with it. Let's see, and this goes like this. I'm really trying to remember if I like anything else than cake with ginger in it. Really, I really don't like ginger. I do like ginger people because I really like redheads. But that's not something I'd eat. I don't eat ginger people. That would be really weird if I would eat people. So let's not do that. I really like the shrug expression in here. In Anos. A little ghost people. Because it's quite easy to make. Oh, yes, anything ginger colored, as in orange. I like ginger kitties. I have a ginger kitty officially. He runs away from me all the time, by the way, because it's the scaredy one. But the food ginger, I do like the smell, by the way. I really like the smell of ginger. One of those other herbs I really do not like is cilantro. I believe it's called cilantro anyway. Coriander. Oh, that it just tastes like soap to me. Penny is probably a ginger because I really like gingers. My first OC was a ginger as well. And one of my biggest OCs, was technically not a ginger but had flaming hair. And I approved for animations and fan art. I was fine with orange as well. So that's probably the reason. It's quite likely Penny is a ginger because of my love for ginger people. I always wanted to be a redhead, and then it turned out I was one. And that was a really weird discovery. I am a redhead. And that explains why I never tan. I just burn. Yeah, I tried wigs. I don't have a wig head. It really doesn't look good on me. And besides, I am a redhead, so I don't need to wear a wig. You just only see it when I have wet hair and the sun shines it on it a very specific way. You don't see it under normal light. You really need sunlight to see it. So most people think I'm a blonde. I thought I was a blonde for years on. And redheads does run in the family a slightly tiny bit. So I also know which side it's coming from. No, that's not a good line. It needs to be like this, and then that, and then... Nah, that isn't a good round shape. Yeah, I'm either gonna do the finger or I'm gonna do the thumbs. Oh, that's a bit of weird. It's when you wink, one of your eyebrows goes lower. And that's sometimes quite tricky to get. My hand is not very steady at the moment. So I did plan on drawing, but I'm not sure if I should. Oh wait, if you do it like this, you can still see your hands. And this really needs one more. And this one needs to be a little bit. I really liked it, it's just not how it's... Yeah, you see a little bit of the back of the hand. My sudden tiredness kicks in. Last week I really rushed because I wanted to make a green tea white chocolate cake, matcha cake. which by the way failed horribly when it comes to visuals. I mean, the white chocolate wasn't chopped finely enough, so most was burned at the bottom. But let's see, I've let it taste to 5 people who are not in my household now, and all 5 said they really liked it. So I guess it's not that bad. Mm-hmm. Okay, but this is not big enough. But I can shift my screen slightly. So to you guys it seems like I'm still drawing straight, but I'm not. Nope. But there is a touch screen here. I have to be very careful not to touch. There we go. It's actually a bit too high. So we'll just chop off some of his head. Let's see, craft-wise, working on something new behind the scenes. Have a commission I may want to lay out things tonight for. Oh. So maybe I should do that instead of drawing if my hand is not steady. It takes about 45 minutes to upload this on YouTube anyway. And maybe in my last week of the year vacation, which I never had, and for the first time in 8 years, I have a week off around Christmas and I don't have to go anywhere. I can stay home, I can sleep in late. Maybe I'll be able to finish some crafts, clean up, do some art. Downsides, it's only a week I have. But I don't have any workshops to give this year anymore. So I can spend my time taking pictures in my studio of the things for sale. So yes, I am gonna leave the house, but then not for long. Or maybe I'm just gonna take the studio to home because it's too cold and I can stay inside. Maybe I'm gonna do that, take the pictures from home. Right, that was a light. Or maybe I'm just gonna go one day to the studio and skip my usual days. Or maybe I'm just gonna skip the entire studio for that week just to have a full day, a full week off. So, so much ideas, so much plans, and I only have 1 week. And usually when I take a holiday, vacation, something horrible happens. The best version is that I get sick. That's the best version that could happen for me during my vacation. But usually something bad happens, which means I won't be able to finish all my things I want to do. So there's Kaarslicht bij Vreeswijk because it's been... Oh nee, Kaarslicht in Vreeswijk. According to the site, it has been renamed. I wonder if that will have any effect on the roads. Are people still going there? I hope so for the organization because it's really a lot of work for them. I've never been to Vreeswijk Vreeswijk bij Kaarslicht or Kaarslicht in Vreeswijk. It just never appealed to me. Walking around, and that's pretty much it. Sure, there will be people performing, and there will be stalls and singing, and I'm like, nah. It's a very awesome tradition my town has. It's just not for me. I'll just stay at home, burn my own candles because I still have a gazillion. Plus, I inherited a few from my grandmother, and with a few, I mean a lot. Let's see, what's a nice candlelight? It's fake, so that's just a line. I'll just do that by hand. But there are quite some people interested in Kaarslicht in Vreeswijk. But me and crowds? Nah. I'm not a crowds person. I'd rather stay at home. By the way, there was something very weird when I was on my way home today. I saw a very strange flash in the sky. And it was... Well, how can I describe it? It was, well, dirty yellow light. Let's call it like that. And it was shaped like a bean. And it appeared and it vanished. So I'm wondering, was it fireworks going the completely wrong way and not with a bang? Could it be a meteor? That usually goes with a flash if it burns out. A satellite burning is usually flash as well. So I'm like, what did I see? It was probably fireworks. It was weird bean shaped and went very fast. So one of those Chinese memorial balloons or whatever you're gonna call it, Chinese lanterns. It wasn't that because it was too fast moving and it was bean shaped. If it was a drone, it was probably a drone who went up in flames. So, but drones are not bean shaped, so I don't think it was a drone. And we did try to find online if there was any record of anything, so we know what dropped. But nope. If it was a drone with lights, it was still not bean shaped, so I doubt this was a drone. And this looked like something burning. It didn't look like an airplane with lights or something like that, which is what the drone sometimes looks like. It was... if I would have to draw it... If I can draw it, by the way. It was the dead of the night. And then a new layer. Bit more like this. no spacing. It kind of looked like this. And then it was gone. So that's not something a drone with lights would look like. If it was a comet, it appeared for a few seconds and then died. So a comet, by the way, doesn't burn up. So it would be, I believe, a meteorite then. And a falling star is a lot thinner. This was very thick. Also, a falling star is a lot faster. That's what's making it weird. So I am leaning towards fireworks because it was quite thick. But it was gone within a flash. Well, not even flash, it just faded. As if someone pulled the plug. But it was something very weird. Because it was heading down, but it didn't come from the sky. It was arched. Maybe it was a dot fireworks going wrong. That is of course possible. But it was weird anyway. It seems I've missed a spot. There we go. We'll just do that by hand then. There we go. Okay, and now the shade of the little anno, or little, it's getting big up close. That's the wrong one. I'm just gonna shade in brown today. Just to keep things a bit warm toned. Just a little bit of blur. Nah. we go. Just keeping it a bit warmly, because it's about warmth and light anyway. If I would choose blue or pure grey, then Anno would be a lot darker immediately. And it would be a lot colder. And it's already cold enough outside. Hear me make a joke. Oops, that's not the one I need, but I did help a bit. And we need a new layer. Did I get everything? Nope. But those are teeny tiny spots. Yeah, falling stars have a narrow tail indeed, and this wasn't a narrow tail. This was a thick tail all the way. And the same with crashing satellites. Those are a flash and a thin tail, more a dash of light. And I believe comets, meteorites, or meteors, one of those two, I'm not really sure the technical term, they have a big head and a thin tail. And this strange flash of light was even all the way. But it did look like it was burning. So, like I said, maybe it was fireworks. It's all those little teeny tiny points. Things you would never see in the final result, but would bother me anyway. Let's see, what color? Considering it's about light, I'm going for a warmish yellow, bit to the orangey side. This is a nice tone. It is yellow, but it's not that bam in your face yellow. I also had an idea for a drawing that could feature in book 7. I did consider putting it on the cover, but that might be too cryptic for an interesting cover that could draw people to the book, so I might do it as a splash image, which means first page image. And thank you, Meteor, when it entered as preferred but hasn't crashed yet. So meteorite is the one that landed and survived, and a meteor is the one that's still up in the air and never reaches the floor, or hasn't landed yet. Thank you for letting me know that. Let's see if I can make it a bit more small and to the corner. That should be more centered. Was the paint with fluorescent paint? If it was, I hope he landed safely, because it was in the sky. But I doubt it. It was very warm light, by the way, the light that crashed. Which is ironic, considering the comic I'm making right now. That's a bit dark. Because I noticed the line. And how about, let's go crazy, stroke 4. How about if I make this a very warm gray as well? Because it's all warm. And then I'm gonna make the text less black as well, but first I'm gonna fit it. I got my Christmas gift for drawing the penny for this year, which was a traditional, well, not really traditional, but it was a food package. That's a gift that's quite traditional in the Netherlands, to give food. But I was asked before if I had any allergies and the likes. And, well, what I really like is fruits and nuts and potato chips in weird flavors. So I got weird flavored potato chips and weird flavored nuts. Oh, that's a bit too light. That needs to be darker for you. So first I'm gonna copy you. Then I'm gonna do you. I'm not much of a sweet tooth. I'm more like savory. Maybe that's why I like the green tea cake quite a lot. It's more savory. And then just to finish things off, a bit line art, duplicate layer, and I want you above here, and color overlay. Let's see how that works. And I just want to make it a little bit darker. How does that look? And how about you go away? Does that help? That way I'm making the line art slightly less black. And making the whole comic quite soft. Right. Oh, thank you for the text check already. But I did make a few changes, so there we go. New snipping, the old snipping tool. This tool is way more fun to use. Should I make everything else? I think I should make everything else less black as well. believe this one needs the color overlay. Yep. So everything that seems black, well, it's probably going to be black in print anyway. You are my... Nope, you gotta stay white. Color overlay. Then you are gonna be less black. It's not much, I know, but it just makes the comic a bit more soft. And I do wonder if anyone else will notice this. People will probably only notice it when it's going to be in print and everything is going to be next to each other, and they're like, this one is... No, there's no glow around the flame because it's LED light. And it's not on. It's just a light that isn't on. And, well, otherwise she wouldn't be holding it like that. So there's no glow on purpose. Just to show it's not on. Okay. Banner, 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 and then the text. If it's this close, people should be able to notice the color difference. Or it's just gonna bug them like, there is a difference, I'm just not seeing it. Why am I... What is different about this banner? Right, now we're going to do the text. And here I have the news article. Kaarslicht in Vreeswijk kaarslicht. Okay, so apparently it's... Oh, well, that is even a Christmas market. Yeah, it's way too crowded for me. Plus, I have to work anyway. What is this? What's this? What does that mean? I'm not sure if tradition is old by nature. Tradition means you do it more than once. But you can have a tradition after 3 years. Does that mean that tradition is old then? So, the definition of tradition, does that mean old by default? When is something a tradition? Traditie, betekenis. Een gebruik of gewoonte die van de ene generatie op de andere wordt doorgegeven. De functie hiervan is het in stand houden van de maatschappelijke stabiliteit. I'm gonna call it an old tradition. And it might be a pleonasm as we call it in Dutch, but traditions don't have to be old. Okay. I am doubting if let should be written with capitals. So I need to check the correct spelling of let. Hoe spel je let? De correcte spelling is LED, light emitting diode, klein en zonder puntjes. Okidoki. Dat is de from Vlaanderen. What's onze taal? That's the Dutch one. I think it's gonna be the same, but just checking. LED-lamp vergelijken worden ze LED-verlichting, LED-kaarsje enzovoort. Mogen steeds worden van een LED-lamp, LED-kaarsjes. Cool. LED is een afkorting van die van een gewoon woord. De uitspraak is LED en niet LED. Kleine letters zonder punten. Okay, so Belgium and Netherlands are on one line in this. And thanks for pointing out the missing space. So, learn some Dutch anyway. Right, so I am gonna wait a little bit for my Dutch editor to see if they can still find anything while I'll be uploading the video. So it's gonna be enough for today. I've been streaming about an hour and I'm quite tired, but I still have some energy, so I think I'm gonna work on my commission. That shouldn't take that long because it's just this is what I have and what do you think of it? So if I have the energy and time, I might be streaming on Thursday. And then I won't announce it, so just keep an eye on the stream. And well, Sunday's probably gonna be cleanup day. I have a lot of things to clean up still from the convention. So Wasn't the longest one, but at least more productive. And not completely yammering. And hopefully soon I can continue on the visual novel again. Didn't forget it. Just have to regain some energy again. Plus I have to draw a house. I'm not good at drawing houses. But anyway, I'll be seeing you next time. Bye bye.